Hey guys, greetings, Julie Saillant. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate it. I am your intuitive healer for your life and business. I am a shaman. I am an animal communicator, and I am a light worker slash starseed. And what I do is I help you reconnect to your heart, find your gifts, learn how to work with your gifts, and then find your true calling here on planet Earth. You are a limitless being. You are a spark of the divine or God or whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you. And a lot of times we get lost, we get disconnected from our heart for various reasons throughout life, and we don't always see our own stuff. In fact, you can see some of your stuff, but not all of it. So, what I do is I reconnect you back to your heart. We figure out what your gifts are, we learn how to use your gifts, and then we bring you into alignment, right, with your true soul's mission here on earth. In this channel, we don't go by your astrology, we go by numerology. So it's your life path number. You guys are a master life path number 22, and you get your life path number with your date of birth. You take your day, your month, and the year. You add up those three numbers. So, if, for instance, if you were born in October, that's a 10 month. So 1 plus 0 is 1. And then if the day was 25, you'd add up 2 plus 5 is 7. And if it was like 1983, you'd add up 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3 is like 21. And then you add up those three numbers and then bring that to the lowest number possible. For a master life path number 22, as a master life path number, you guys, I'm an 11. We've been here around the block a couple times. We've been reincarnated quite a few times. We have missions that can be great. It doesn't mean that we're better from anyone else, but we have big missions. We are very, very empathic. We care about humans. We care about animals. And that's what we're here for. Oh, okay, guys. So before I get going on this, because I always start right in, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you would like a personal reading with me, the links are below in the description box for either yourself. You can have an energy healing session. I do also work with people one-on-one. I provide coaching for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. That's very much transformational in how you approach your life. I give you tools so that you understand how your gifts work, how to work with the divine, how to work with your archangels, and how to really take aligned action so that you can do what you came here to do on planet Earth and have fun doing it, right? So I do that. And I also offer, if you have a four-legged animal, whether it's a horse or a dog or a cat or birds, I can also speak with them for a healing session. I also speak with them after they've passed on. A lot of people contact me after their pet has passed just to find out, how they are and answer questions for them. So I do that as well. Okay. And also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free. This is my full-time job. This is what I do. This is who I am, right? It's not really what I do. It's who I am as a person. And I love doing it. I love helping people because I struggled so much for a lot of my life. I had gifts and I didn't know, I knew what some of them were, but I didn't understand how to use them. And I was afraid. I was really afraid of using my gifts because I thought I'm going to hurt somebody. And there was so much information out there that's wrong. And I didn't want to get, anything towards like black magic or anything dark. I didn't want anything to do with that. And I've always believed and knew that I had gifts. I did not know how to actually work with them and make them work for me and leverage them, right? So I've now finally figured this out, and I love doing what I do. And if you are sitting there listening to me today and you don't know what all of your gifts are, or you're afraid to use them, or you're feeling like, time's gone by and you're too old, it's over, or there just won't be there anymore. That's just not true. Even if you have rejected your gifts, you still have free will. So you can reject your gifts. They're not going to go anywhere, right? And what's meant for you will be for you. Okay. Nothing can derail that from you. So just let's know that. At least be able to, put your head down when you go to bed at night and know that it's all up to you and how you want to use your gifts. Okay. All right. So back to the life path. So for a master life path number, each one of the life path numbers has a specific name, and there's positive attributes and a shadow side as well. So if you haven't been here before, what I'd like to do is I'm going to read to you a little bit about the 22, about the good and the bad and the ugly, right? The shadow side, the good side, the attributes. And I'm going to ask your ancestors to come through. I'll do some channeling for you. And then I do use, I'm not a tarot card reader, but I do use the animal cards. And I had a bunch pop out tonight. I had six is my lucky number. I was going to say six. They wanted me to keep going. So we do have some messages from the animals. Okay. Okay. So let's do this first. I really just want you to think about your heart. And I want us to just take a deep breath together. We're all in this together, right? And focus on your heart. Focus on just opening your heart and setting the intention. This is a collective reading, but I really hope that you get something out of it for yourself. All right. So take a deep breath in and focus on the positive vibe of your heart. And I want you just to think about making your heart as big as you can possibly make it, bigger than the room that you're in, bigger than your house, big all the way up to the stratosphere, as big as you possibly can, right? So take a deep breath in and think about your heart and expanding it. Take a deep breath in, expand your heart as big as you can and let it out. Take another deep breath in, expanding your heart and let it out. Let's do one more. Another deep breath and expanding your heart all the way out to the stratosphere. And then let it out. Okay. And I will ask all of my archangels to come forward. So I ask Archangel Michael to please be here with us now. Archangel Uriel to please be here with us now. Archangel Gabriella, please be with us now. Archangel Raphael, please be with us now. Archangel Metatron, please be with us now. And Archangel Raziel, please be with us now. And I ask my guides to please come forward. Spirit, please come forward. God, please come forward. I ask for your help. And I ask for the ancestors of the people that are watching right now. This is timeless. Whenever you find it, you find it. But I ask that your messages be here for them today as I give them the information from you that they need. Thank you so much. Okay, so 22s, you guys are life path numbers, master life path numbers. Welcome to the club, exclusive club. Awesome, awesome. I'm an 11. There's only 11s, 22s, 33s. That's it. You guys are the master builders. You're brilliant teachers, hardworking, dependable, trustworthy as hell. Very productive, always gets the job done. You have great spiritual understanding and knowledge in how to apply it in a practical way. Okay, your extraordinary ability is to turn, ideas into reality, right? That's why you're the master builder. You create brilliant works which make life easier for everyone else on the planet through revolutionary products, okay? Master builders, you are about relationships and opportunities and manifesting, okay? You really are sensitive and practical at the same time. You've returned to earth to heal your fourth or heart chakra in yourself and others, which is forgiveness, transformation, connection, fresh air, and ideas. So like other life path numbers, you can create calm from chaos like few others can. That's super cool to know. You can create calm from chaos where very few others can. There's a secondary emphasis on healing the second or sacral chakra, your feeling, sexuality, finances, and sensitivity. So the pros around you might be you're strategic, you're disciplined, incredible planners, devoted, and sacrificing. Some of the cons might be you're stubborn, closed off. You may choose financial security over intimacy. Whoa. Okay. All right. If you do that, I just have to say this, just as a human being, don't do that because, and of course you can do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to listen to me, but I would just say that money can't keep you warm at night. Money can't talk to you. Yes, money's a great thing. And a lot of doors open when you have money, but at the same time, we all need somebody who understands us and who gets us. And being a master life path number, we are not always easily understood. Most life path master numbers are very intense people. We're very driven. We're very focused. We love to work. I'm a workhorse. It's 12:20 right now. right? There's a full moon outside. I'm going out after this, but I wanted to get this done for you. It's not just that I'm a night creature, which I always have been, but we have this thing where we just push through, right? We just get things done. And it's important to have a balance, right? But I don't want you to mistake, money for love, because I know people that have done it and they've chosen money over people and they're lonely forever. Like I've seen it in my own family. So I don't know, it's just my little tidbit, take it or leave it. Okay, so your shadow also lies in the comfort zone. Your standards for yourself and others may be unrealistic and impractical. You constantly put pressure on yourself to be successful. What did I just say? Okay. You frown on any kind of like lackadaisical type of people, right? And you berate yourself intensely. Lighten up on yourself, like tap into the messages of the universe. You are your best when you show up and you undertake projects that will benefit others, humankind, since you are the builder, right? So be kind to yourself. I know a lot of the master numbers, myself included, we're very, very hard on ourselves. We build these walls to protect ourselves, but then we build them so high and so thick that nobody can get in. And if nobody can get in, you're going to be alone. And also, if you're going out to channel or you're going to get messages from the divine or God or your archangels or whoever, if you do not let your walls down, they can't get through. And that's a big mistake that a lot of people make. They don't understand. When you go out to channel, you have to connect, right? And the only way to connect is to let your walls down. So you have to feel comfortable enough to let your walls down. How do you do that? Well, call in the archangels. I call in my team. I roll deep with a big team. I've got a lot of animals. I've got a lot of protection, and I need it because of the work that I do, because there's not always nice people out there, right? And if you are just coming into your power, because I talk to a lot of people lately who are at this stage, they're coming to their power, they're starting to realize something's different, and they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to use their gifts, right? Getting your gifts is one thing, using your gifts is another. I teach people how to have a foundation, right? A foundation, as I said, you find your gifts, you use your gifts, right? Learn how to use them. You can't see your own stuff. Nobody can. That's why even I need coaches, right? And then you work together, and I just give you some tools so that you understand A, what's happening to you, and B, how to work with it. It's crucial because I fumbled around the dark for decades, like decades. It's really hard by yourself. And somebody else can come in and go, hey, I've been there. I was there. I know exactly what you're feeling. I've been through this and I know how this works. Let me show you. I'll help you so that you don't step into the pit that I fell into, right? That's what it's about. That's why I do what I do, because I want to help people. All right. So excited. I always get excited when I talk to you guys. So I've already got everybody with me. Master Builder, life path number 22. So let me just channel in right now, and I'm just going to ask, what do your ancestors want to say? I don't know why they're showing me this, and I never know, but for somebody out there, you need to hear this. Somebody works with gymnasts. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're actually the gymnast. Like I'm seeing it as a high school team or sports team or college team. I'm seeing the gymnast on like the parallel bars, like that type of thing. Olympics, floor routines. You are, or maybe you're that person. You're putting an exorbitant amount of pressure on yourself to be better, to the point where you're breaking down because you're not taking care of yourself, right? Again, it's balance, right? I'm getting also a couple of you women executives are showing you working late in a glass building at night. You're on the top floor. You have a lot of responsibility. And some of you are sitting there going, I don't know how much longer I can keep this facade up. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to do, what you were hired to do. You make a lot of money. You have big responsibilities, but you're actually crumbling on the inside because you're unhappy. You are not using your gifts. You don't know how to. You're a smart person, but you don't know how to use your gifts. This whole use your gifts thing, that's what you're doing. You go like this, use your gifts. It's like weird for you. You're like, I'm a logical thinker. Why is all this stuff starting to bother me now that never bothered me before? The pandemic has changed people. You are awakening, you are transforming, you are changing. And while you're changing on the inside, other people around you may not be changing. So it causes a rift between you, your employees, you and your family, you and your spouse, right? And you're sitting there saying what I used to say, on the outside, everything looks great. You're making good money. You've got your suit on. You're doing your thing. But on the inside, you're very unhappy because you know that there's a lot more that you have to give. I'm showing people working with plants. I'm being shown people who are growing weed, pot, cool, do it. I'm showing people that really can love the trees, the beach, the environment, care about Mother Gaia, have the background of Native American. And some of you guys are shamans, but your fears are stopping you from stepping into who you could be. So just know this, you're the only one that can stop you. You're the only one. I literally was taking a bike ride today and I felt like nobody could stop me. And finally at that point, it's taken me a long time to get here because now I'm aligned and now I know what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm in that. And once that happens and you start getting momentum, it gets super fun, right? It's not work. It's what you're here to do. There's something here that you're supposed to be doing on planet Earth. That's why you came back. Your soul agreed to be back here and learn all these lessons at this time. They're showing me a couple of males who are not at peace. You're not at peace with yourself and you want to be at peace so badly. You are up at night, you worry about everything. You worry about money, you worry about bills, you worry about your health, but you don't really say anything to your family because you don't want to alarm them. You worry about your ability to continue this. Like, again, it's like, how long can I keep doing this without somebody noticing the cracks or the chinks in the armor, right? A lot of you out there have PTSD and trauma. It can be from being a soldier. It can be from being really stressful lives. It can be from being abused as a kid. But you have PTSD and trauma, and a lot of it. And you try your best to just, go away, right? Just go away. But spirit is saying to you, you have to deal with this, okay? Perhaps you don't have to deal with it so you can help others that are going through it, right? But you're afraid because you feel like if you look at it, it's going to make it bigger instead of smaller. But actually, that's really not what happens. What happens is you pull it out and you look at it and it gets smaller because you're looking at it. It's like any fears that you have, they get bigger and bigger and bigger the more you put them in the closet. I don't want to look at it, right? But when you look at it, sometimes it's like, wow, it wasn't that bad. I'm pleased do not think that I am diminishing or poo-pooing PTSD or trauma. I'm not doing that at all. I totally respect people that have that. I understand some of it, not all of it. All I'm saying is that for somebody who doesn't have that, a lot of times what's common is I look at something and I think it's going to be so bad. And then when I look at come out the other side, I'm like, gee, it wasn't that bad, right? Every one of you here has gifts, special gifts that can help others. You're going to chip away and jeopardize your gifts, if you don't start accepting them and using them. Not accepting them is a form of self-sabotage. Pushing them away is self-sabotage. And if you still are saying, I can't make a decision, you just made a decision, which is to just not do anything. But it's still almost as bad as pushing it away, right? And I get it. Maybe you don't have the time. You're busy, you're doing things. But these type of things don't just go away, okay? I mean, they'll keep knocking on the door and getting louder and louder because this is what your heart is here to do, right? This is all you have to do is remember who you are, right? You're 22, a master life path number. You have many lives that you've lived before this one. Were you probably a king, a queen, right? They're showing me pharaohs in Egypt. They're showing me queens in Egypt. You guys are royalty. You just have to remember who you are. That's it. And once you do, you'll go, oh. But some of you are really afraid to stick up for yourselves and speak your truth. And I know how that feels because I was the same way. I still fight with it sometimes. But thankfully, I'm much better because the more you step out, the more confirmation you get, the more positivity you get around it. And then you've got momentum. And once you have momentum, you can just go, right? Really, Spirit's saying you have two choices, and it's up to you. You can just stay where you are and not move forward and not accept your gifts at all and stay small. Or you can flourish, get big, change, grow, chill with God and the archangels and your helpers and the animals and make life different for other people and yourself. You've got lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. We all know how amazing lions are, right? If anything on this planet, lions, king of the jungle, they are regal, they are beautiful, they do not mess around. Be generous of spirit. Their spirits are huge. They're kind, they're loving. Some of you are thinking that you want to be generous, but you don't. Hold on a second. You want to be generous, but you're afraid that it will show weakness if you are generous of spirit. Because the people that you want to show generosity to are not your typical people that you hang with. In other words, if you were a CEO, you'd like to help homeless people, let's just say, that's how you want to give. That is how you feel it's appropriate to give versus just sending money. And that's totally fine. Just do it. Spirit's saying just do it. Just do it. Peacock Spirit came out. I swear to God, I shuffle these cards, you guys. Peacock Spirit again. This one loves to be seen. Peacock. Again, with the heart chakra open. Beautiful. Let it shine. You guys are here for a reason. To shine your light for those that can't see. Help those out who are still in the dark. And as I always say, it's a win-win-win for everybody. It's a win for me, a win for you, and a win for the earth, right? Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Who are you? Who are you really? You are not your job. You are not the money you make. You are not the car you drive, the clothes you wear. You are what your soul and your heart are. And what is that? Well, for me, it would be empathic, loving, giving, honor and integrity are valued highly, allergic to fake. The more honest you can be about who you are and what you want in this world, the better off you are. Because a lot of people are running around not being true to who they truly are because they're afraid. And I understand. I'm not belittling that because I did that for a large part of my life, trying to make my parents happy. But it doesn't work. You have to make yourself happy. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute mouse. Mice are so small. I think they're cute. They're so small, but they do so much and they can do a lot of damage too, right? As we know. But don't let this stuff overlook. Like, don't overlook the small things, especially in projects. There are a lot of you out there right now that are starting projects, and that's why they're saying this card is especially big for you guys. Also, they're saying if you're going to be signing paperwork in the next week, read it and read it again and read it again after that. Read all the fine print. Make sure you understand it because there's some stuff in there that's not cool for you, not to your benefit. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Fox are crafty, right? But fox are, they thrive anywhere. You can put them anywhere. You can put them in snow, you can put them in heat. Desert fox, snow fox, right? There's always also another way they're saying. They want you, spirit wants you to allow in the universe to bring good things to you. Things you never even thought of. So when you're claiming what you really want to happen, say this or something better, okay? Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mindset. It's beautiful, porcupine, so cute. A lot of you out there are kind of like a little bit cocky, a little bit ego, like, yeah, I've been here, done that, I can, whatever. And they're just saying, just sometimes you have a beginner's mindset, it's a good thing. You know, just look at something differently than you ever have before. Like, gee, I don't know much about this. I need help with this. Show me what I need to see. And last but not least, stag spirit. Take the lead. So appropriate. You have everything you need inside of you. Set the world on fire. All you have to do is believe it and get some tools and to show you how to do so. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. I love you all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave some comments because I love reading your comments, and I always reply to every single one of them. Okay, thanks, guys. Take care.